Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to have, I believe, the final tasting of a homebrew porter. So this is Porter 60, so this is using Crystal 60 with chocolate malts and Husked Carafa 1. 4.11% ABV, bottled on 322. I'm guessing that's 322 of 22. I could be wrong. I don't have any of my papers. I have a whole playlist at the end of this video. They will all be in that playlist so you can see all the porters. So let's go ahead and get this open, get it into a glass, and see what I think about it. Let's see if it's overcarved. Okay, hiss. Good smoke. We're good. I do enjoy my porters lower ABV. In some of these craft beer ones, why am I friggin' shaking? In some of these craft beer porters that I see being 6%, 7%, all that, I think a porter should be 4.5 to 5.5, somewhere in there. So technically, this would be lower, but lower, in my opinion, is better because it goes back to when porter started. The workers in the mines or wherever that were drinking these on lunch, you wouldn't want anything too high in ABV because they wouldn't perform very well when they went back. So no head. I don't know if these had a head. So this is 2025. So this could be 2 years old, 3 years old, something like that. But again, I'll have everything down below and it'll be in the playlist. You can also look on 31stbrewing.com, the recipes, and that'll show you. But yeah, kind of not sure why there's no head. I think what I figured out, I would say dark brown in color, definitely not black. What I found out making these, because I tried to keep the same base on all of them, like the same, let's just say 2 malts, then just switch one or add another and do some of those. So what I found out, the Husked Carafa 1 and 2 actually brought down the ABV. And because when I brewed them, they were lower. Like if you just used chocolate malt, this could be 4.55%. What I think happened, that Husked Carafa malt is SRM 500. It's got all the sugars out. So is that what's bringing the ABV down? Because I don't think I had one dehusk porter high in ABV for that porter range. So that's just something. If you know why, leave a comment down below. But let's go ahead and smell. Kind of roasted sweetness. I almost want to say like you would get in a standard stout, like a sweet milk stout. So is this a sweet milk porter? Yeah, it's got some roasted sweetness more than the roastedness, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee. You're going to get that. I don't understand why brewers can't make stout or porters. You use higher SRM malts, you're going to hit that porter pretty much, unless you go overboard with SRM malts. I can't tell. I almost want to say, like, I am getting a caramel. And I don't, that could be from the Crystal 60 that's in here. And just with age a little bit, that sweetness, just like I see in IPAs, that sweetness is coming out a little bit more. I mean, from the smell, I would think this thing is fresh. I just got it all over myself. Yeah, I would say for me a standard porter, yeah, a standard porter, but with more sweetness, like a milk porter. Don't know if there is a milk porter, but yeah, something like that. Some milk, sugar, lactose, something else is in here to drive up that sweetness, but I'm still getting the base porter. So let's go ahead and taste. So kind of watered down, a little bitter coffee-ish in there. Definitely, Say it really surprised me. I would say kind of dry. I mean, that would mean it over attenuated for the most part to drive out all that sugar, and here I am just talking about the sugar of the smell. Yeah, kind of. I think that the tastes are too bold for the body. Watered down coffee, watered down roasted coffee. I think that needs to be toned down to bring it back in line with a porter. I think the body is fine, but with the taste being so bold, it's like way too much. Like you need to drive the body up just to make it like a stout for those flavors, or you need to bring down those tastes that I'm getting. A little bitter chocolate, bitter coffee, bean in the aftertaste as your palate warms up. Kind of old school stout. Maybe a touch of like fudge in the middle, coffee fudge, coffee brownie, something like that, like light, no sugar added brownie, coffee brownie mix, something like that. But yeah, it's kind of dry. I don't think it was like that when it was young. I think carbonation is also a touch too high for a porter or a stout. I can see some bubbles coming up. I can't see them through here. This isn't bad. I I think if I got this at a brewery, I would say it's young, and those flavors need to mellow out some because it's too much for the body. Yeah, definitely. But we know that's opposite in this case. Should have maybe it was more mellow when it was younger. Yeah, not bad. Definitely drinkable. I would make a 5 gallon batch and let it sit for a couple years if that's what it was. If it was in 22, I would drink this. I like them a little bit more bitter. This is going up another notch. But I mean, at 4.11%, you could drink a lot of these. Yeah, I like that coffee chocolate mixture of this porter. I'm going to do the Husked Carafa 2 next. And I guess looking at this, is that bitterness coming from the Husked Carafa malt, or is it coming from the chocolate malt? It doesn't. I keep saying chocolate. I mean, I guess the fudgy brownie chocolate in here. But I think that Husked Carafa would overpower that. So the bitterness that I'm getting is probably from the dehusk, not the chocolate. But yeah, it is what it is. Definitely worth stocking some of these away for 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I might have more. I don't know which one this is because I didn't number them. So I don't know. Next year or two, there could be another review. So if you enjoyed this review, check out some more over here. That is the Porter playlist. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.